Hello, quilters. I'm Erica Botker, AccuQuilt's creativity expert. Welcome to today's show. It's called On the Go, Trip to Houston Part 2. Now today we're sharing footage of conversations the AccuQuilt team was lucky to engage with some of the people attending the International Quilt Festival in Houston. Ms. Pam's going to be joining up with us very soon. She's going to be in the booth, the Be So In booth, with our product in person. So if you're there, be sure to stop in and say hi. Now, if you missed part one, we shared some of the quilt exhibits and offered some ideas of dies that might help you recreate something if you were inspired by some of those designs that you saw. So be sure to check it out. There was a lot to be inspired by in those quilts. Now we've got some great prizes to give away today, but let's get right to it. Let's get started with our first interview. It's with Bob Ruggiero.
All right, Quilters, I am here in Houston at Quilt Festival with Bob. Tell us your title. What do you do here at Quilt Festival?
I am the Vice President of Communications.
He has a big title.
Very impressive title.
It is. And what exactly do you do for Quilt Festivals?
I handle all of the marketing, media, press relations, social media. I wash dishes occasionally in the kitchen, so you don't want to leave dirty coffee cups in your office kitchen, ladies.
There you go. Now, we met you back in Long Beach.
Right.
And it was the first time Long Beach.
Do I look better or worse than I did in
Fabulous.
Long Beach?
You always look fabulous.
You are a heck of a liar there, Pam Miller.
And so here at Festival, because I haven't been here for a few years, how's the crowds at Festival right now?
We're very excited about it. I mean, the crowds for preview night last night were really healthy.
Really fun.
Today we had 4 lines going out, and it just shows that the show is continuing to build back post-pandemic.
Right. And if you're here in the Houston area, why should they come to Quilt Festival?
They should come to Quilt Festival. Even if you're not a quilter, we have amazing artwork on display, 1,100 quilts.
1,100.
But we also have 600 shopping booths and 350 classes, so whether you're an expert quilter or a beginning quilter or just like art, this is the place to come. Look at all the fun people are having.
Look at the fun. They're having a great time. So where can people find about upcoming shows in 2023?
The best place to get all the official information is quilts.com, which is our website. All of our projects, shows, everything going on there. Lots of beautiful quilts to see online as well.
Perfect. Thanks for meeting with us.
All right.
Wow. It really looks like a great festival. 1,100 quilts, 600 shopping booths, and 350 classes. Quilters, you can't go wrong. Well, while Pam was able to talk to Bob, she also had the chance to talk to some individuals in the AccuQuilt community about their quilting journeys and their experience with the AccuQuilt system. So Pam, what do they have to say?
All right, so we're here at Festival, and we have Karen and Susie. Okay, so first of all, tell us about your experience with AccuQuilt, because apparently Susie got you in it.
Right, so our local quilt shop, Fabrics, Etc., was having some classes with an educator coming down, and Susie didn't want to go by herself, so she talked me into signing up, and I said, okay, but I'm not buying anything.
Right.
And by the end of the first day, I called my husband and said I found my birthday/Mother's Day gift, and got a ready, set, go.
Excellent, excellent. And what got you into AccuQuilt?
I don't know. I saw it online, and I got the Go Me.
Yeah? And it was history after that?
Yeah, so now I have.
Okay, so what's the one die on our website that is on your top of your wish list? Which one do you want to get?
I think it's the bear paw. I don't have that one.
I love bear's paw. She has that. You should get together. They work next door to each other. What about you?
It'd either be the double wedding ring, or like the Prairie Star, one of those really intricate star ones with lots of little bitty pieces.
Prairie Star.
Yeah, I have the pickle dish right now, but I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, so. Open that bad boy up. It's awesome. It's awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for meeting with us. We're so excited to be here. All right. Tell us your name, dear.
My name is Leah Lucero.
And where are you from?
I'm from here, Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. I love it. Now, how long have you been a quilter?
About 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of got you into quilting?
I've been sewing for like 20-something years,
right.
And then just a friend of mine just, kind of just gradually went into the quilting.
Sure.
I do all kinds of arts and crafts. So
now you own our Go Big fabric cutter.
Yes.
So what converted you from using a rotary cutter and a ruler to our Go Big?
The time saving.
Yes.
easier to do, and accuracy.
Yes, very
Definitely
much.
accuracy. Yes,
Very much.
Yes.
Okay, so now if you could have any die on our website on your wish list, what's the number one?
Ooh. I would take one of the mix and match 10
Oh,
inch
but
block.
10
one
inch
of the mix and match.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the 10 or the 12. They're 12 inch.
Yeah, there's the 12 inch. Yeah.
That would
Because
be.
then you can make blocks really fast.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Now, but you're a big fan of the strip dies, yes?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite size?
I have all sizes, pretty much.
Yes, good girl, good girl.
Probably the 2.5 inch?
Yeah, 2.5.
That has like 4 of them on there. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
And is this your first time at festival?
Oh no, because I live here, so I come every year.
You should come.
As long as I can remember. Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
Wonderful. Thanks for taking
Thank
time
you.
with us.
Thanks.
So I'm here with Nanette. Where are you from?
I'm from Glendale, Arizona.
Excellent. Is this your first time to Houston?
Yes, and it's my first time to a major show.
And what do you think?
I'm blown away.
Yes.
It's fantastic. Just the quilts are exquisite, and there's so many vendors.
Right.
I don't know. I'm here through Sunday morning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover it all.
Right. There's so much to see. So much to see.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you had our Go Fabric Cutter?
About 2 years.
Okay. And what converted you from using a rotary cutter and scissors to a Go?
Well, I have severe psoriatic arthritis.
Okay.
And it takes me forever to cut things, even with a rotary cutter. Forget scissors; they don't work for me anymore. And I happened upon a little one at a sale, and I bought it to give it a try. I turned around and bought myself one that would handle 10 inch.
Yes.
I'm now up to, I think, 2 cubes and probably at least 15 dies.
Yeah,
I haven't counted in a while.
You were telling me yesterday that it was a good number. Now, on our website, if you could have one die on the wish list, what would it be?
The 2.5 inch strip cutter.
Yeah.
It's my absolute favorite. I use it multiple times, usually with any quilt.
Right.
I can cut my binding in like 2 minutes.
Yes.
And I just have to make sure that it's nice and smooth, parallel with the lines, and it comes out absolutely perfect every single time.
Every time. Now, you're a big fan of our shows?
Yes.
What's your favorite part of our shows?
The little tricks and details you tell us, the tips to make it easier or to multi-use a die. That's very helpful.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for taking time with us
Thank
today.
you.
Oh my gosh, well, they couldn't have said it better. The Go Cutter is the way to go if you want to save time, you want ease of cutting, and if you want accuracy. And especially if you've got arthritis like the one customer did. I mean, what a boon that is. I'm already feeling arthritis these days in my thumb with this weather, so I totally get where she's coming from. Well, we'll have more interviews coming up later, but right now we've got Krista Watson. Now, she is an AccuQuilt go-getter who Pam was able to chat with. She is one of our go-getters, an award-winning quilter who enjoys teaching others and finding joy in making their own quilts from start to finish. She's a fabric designer, a traveling teacher, quilting industry ambassador, domestic machine diva, and a cheerleader for the modern quilt movement. She believes that having the right tools makes all the difference in the success of your quilting projects, and I couldn't agree more. To that end, she's written several machine quilting books and has published dozens of inspiring patterns, articles, tutorials, all with the goal of making quilting easier and more fun. Let's check out the conversation about what Krista's been up to quilting-wise.
All right, so I'm here with Krista Watson. She is one of our go-getters. I know, I'm super excited to meet you. Okay, tell us about yourself.
Well, I am excited. I'm here at Festival, and I love quilting. Who doesn't love quilting? And my claim to fame, the thing that I love the most about quilting is I actually love getting those tops done in a hurry so then I can machine quilt them. Because to me, machine quilting is my favorite part.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm down for that. Okay, and tell us, okay, look, we have a new pattern that you designed. I'm going to hold it up.
So every time, I'm also a fabric designer for Benartex, and every time I release a new fabric line, I also release a free pattern so that people can make it and don't feel like they have to buy everything, you know?
Right.
And so this one I actually made with the 5-inch finished HST die, which I love because you didn't have to trim. And oh my gosh, you didn't have to trim. And it was wonderful. So anyway, if anybody wants this free pattern, you can get it on my website at KristaQuilt.com. There's a little tab that says free pattern, and I made videos, and I'm going to be posting those to my site soon, showing how I use the AccuQuilt to cut everything out.
Excellent.
How I made the quilt, how I quilted it, how I made the entire quilt.
It's fabulous. Okay, and by the way, beautiful fabric.
Oh, thank you.
So pretty, so pretty. Okay, so tell us what you're working on now. What's your next thing?
So I am actually working on my next fabric line, which won't come out till next year. This one that I showed you is called Stitchy, and it's out now. And so it's the fun thing about being a fabric designer is you're always thinking about the next thing. And so even though this, I'm super excited about it, I made this almost a year ago. And so now I'm working on the next secret stuff that you'll see a year from now. So it's always kind of fun to live in like two realities, like the present and what's happening now, and then the future, which you guys don't even know. So it's kind of fun.
And do you just release once a year, new fabric?
About 1 to 2 a year.
Okay.
I slowed down a little bit during the pandemic. I went from 2 lines a year to 1 line a year.
Okay.
And I kind of like that because it gives me a little bit more time to do other things, to cut out more quilts, and to have more fun.
There you go. Okay, so here's the question of festival. What die from our website would be on your wish list?
All the HST dies, all of them.
All of them.
Every size, because when I made this quilt and did not have to trim, it was like I was a new woman.
Right, dog ears are stupid.
Oh my gosh, yes they are. So all the HST dies.
I love it. All right, thanks so much for meeting with us, Krista.
You're welcome. I hope everybody has fun and have fun at the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Krista. She's so original. She has so many ideas running around and chasing around in her head at all times. Now, Krista talked a lot about our HST dies. And if you don't know what that stands for, it's half square triangles. And the thing that makes our half square triangles so fantastic is that we have cut the dog ears off the corners. So once you sew those shapes together, you press them out, they're perfect. You don't need to go back and trim. It's even extra time saving for quilters. It's one of the reasons I love them too, and you can make so many designs just with half square triangles. Well, seeing all of these interviews makes me miss my buddy, my partner here, Miss Pam. So let's see if we can find Pam to talk to her. Here she is.
So, Erica, hello.
Pam, Lynn, you're both there.
Lynn is here. She wanted to say hi.
Hi,
And
Lynn.
we have this amazing customer. Tell us your first name.
Mary Lou.
Mary Lou. Listen, she was so excited to come to the booth, and she wanted to say hi to Erica.
Well, hi, Mary Lou. It's great to meet you.
Wish you were here with us.
Yes, we were having a time. Okay, Mary Lou's going to show you what she's getting, and then you and I will chat.
Okay.
Million stars.
Oh, Million Stars. That is such
Here,
a
I'll hold them.
fantastic die.
Oh, Lynn's going to hold them.
And look what Barbara had in stock.
Alabama Beauty.
Oh.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
And the brand new
Oh.
North Carolina Star.
The North Carolina Star. That's
Gotta go home and make
fantastic.
them.
Yep.
Good for
Yep.
you.
She's going to be good. All right, I'm going to talk to Erica. So nice to meet you, dear.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Take care.
All righty.
Take care.
Great meeting you, Mary Lou.
Hey, Lynn, she's not leaving with any kind of quilt, so
Oh.
it's all good.
What? What?
I know. Well, it's the BSO booth.
Oh,
so I
okay.
guess you
So
can't
they're
really
not
take
really-
stuff from here. Yeah.
They
Hey,
might not
Quilters, if
take
you're
that
here-
well.
If you're here at Festival, we're at the BSO booth. Our AccuQuilt team is here. Barbara Harper's here. We're just having the greatest time. And Erica, I have to tell you, we've been here for about an hour. We've probably seen a dozen or more customers so excited about our product, talking about how they love strip dies. It's just been great.
Well, I see some empty spaces on the wall, Pam. What are the hot dies in the booth for Festival?
So I'm going to tell you, cubes are going off the shelves like crazy.
Okay.
And I don't think they have even any more 8-inch cubes.
Oh my gosh.
2.5-inch strip dies for sure, because that's, always a fan favorite. The North Carolina Star, I think they only have 2 of them left.
Wow.
So if you're here in Houston and you want to get one of those, it's been
Wow.
really fun. There was a couple of ladies just walked out with 2 ready, set, goes. Each of them had a ready, set, go.
Fantastic.
So it's been really a great event.
Looks like Barbara Harper's doing her magic there in the booth again, huh?
She is. She's talking to all the people. She's working really hard for us.
So here's the big question. Have you broken your rule about not buying any more fabric this year?
I so broke it like the first hour, Erica. The first hour I broke it. I was in the Orange Blossoms booth.
Oh.
And there was just some that I bought a pattern and some fabric, and I'm super excited about it.
I love it.
Lynn Gibney was just saying not too long ago, I have plenty of thread and plenty of fabric, and I feel the need to buy something. So
yep, you're right there. Well, feel the need to buy me things, that's okay.
Yes, we'll buy you some things. We'll bring them home for you. Anything
Fantastic.
in particular you want, Erica? Are you thinking in your quilting head?
You know, fabric, who's a quilter that doesn't love fabric, right?
Yeah, right.
Always
right.
love fabric. Hey,
Right.
what's the most inspiring thing that you've seen or heard since you've been down at Quilt Festival?
Oh, that's such a great question. I think I have seen so many quilters come up to me and say, AccuQuilt allowed me to continue to quilt. You know, whether they had arthritis or maybe they were getting older, losing their vision, it just allows them to cut the fabric and to be able to continue to quilt. And I think that for you and I, that's what we live for, right? We want to know that people are using our product and just making beautiful things.
Yes.
So I think that that's the big story. And we met so many fun quilters who, you know, have so many dyes, and it was hard to pick a favorite, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time. Now, don't forget to come home,
Here,
okay?
come say hi real quick. Hi.
Who's
hi,
here?
Erica.
Hi,
Barbara. Barbara.
How are you?
Yes, we will bring you something home, and Barbara's going to go work hard in the booth.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, you've been
All right.
doing a great job so far. Thanks so much for taking time. Don't forget to get on the plane and come home to me, okay?
I will come home to you. Have a good day.
All right. Bring Lynn. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah, I'll bring her too.
Oh, my goodness. Well, after sharing all of these stories, I think, especially since I told them to bring me some things, I should give away some things. Let's give away a prize. Our giveaways are one way we like to say thank you for registering for our shows and being a part of our AccuQuilt family. All right, today's lucky winner of $100 in AccuQuilt reward points is, drum roll please, Carol H. from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Congratulations, Carol. Oh, have fun shopping. That's a wish list right there. You get your $100 in reward point and you get to get something off that wish list. Now, Pam was also lucky enough to find one of our go-getters, Lori Miller, and interview her. Lori's a quilter, pattern designer, and national educator from Oxford, Michigan. She enjoys the design process, and one of her favorite tools is EQ8 design software, Electric Quilt. She teaches EQ8 classes around the country and contributes to the EQ8 Lessons with Lori on the doyoueq.com.blog. So without any further ado, here is more on EQ8 from Lori and what she's been working on with AccuQuilt.
All right, quilters, I'm so excited to be with Lori Miller. Yay! Okay, so first of all, talk to us about EQ8 and AccuQuilt. Why are they a great marriage?
So the beautiful part about EQ8 is that you're in control, so you can design your own quilts and blocks. But if you're like me, you want to sew them up and cut them out fast. So when you put it together with AccuQuilt, and you design blocks that can be cut out with AccuQuilt shapes, particularly like cubes or bobs,
right,
like on boards, it's just a perfect marriage.
I love that. And you're here at Festival teaching a class on our cube system, is that right?
So I'm teaching EQ8 classes all week, but one of those classes is how to use EQ8 to design for AccuQuilt cubes.
I love it. And I think that that's the thing about EQ8 that people get a little confused about, is that it's actually a design tool, and that it can help you take the shapes that you already have to create new quilts, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay, and what are you working on for yourself right now? Are you doing anything fun?
Well, I'm actually working on, it's a mystery quilt by Corey Yoder.
Yeah. I love Corey Yoder.
And so it's one of her recent ones. And the secret thing I do is I look at those blocks in her mystery quilt, and if I can cut them out with that quilt, I do.
Yes, because there's a die for that.
Yes,
lots of times in Corey's, there are lots of those. And then are you doing anything
for AccuQuilt right now? Are you kind of working on some new stuff for us?
Yes, so behind the
But
scenes.
It's a secret.
Well, behind the scenes, I'm working on the next EQ8 libraries for AccuQuilt. So the new bobs that came out this year,
Right.
those should be all packaged up and ready in early next year.
Right.
And then I'm working on a couple more libraries for the cubes.
Wonderful.
Cubes to expand the capabilities for that with different grids and things.
I love it. And it's going to be great with the new bobs because we released so many new dies in 2022.
Absolutely.
So now the library is going to be online and you can get that.
Yes, you got me working hard getting those together.
There you go. Okay, so here's our question of the day. What's your favorite AccuQuilt die?
Okay, so I'm thinking about this. Of course, it's hard to pick one. It's like your children or something.
Right.
But if I had to pick the one that I use the most, it's going to be, I think that 12-inch cube is perfect. It is so, with those 8 shapes, you can make literally hundreds and hundreds of blocks. So it's so versatile. Get a lot of bang for the buck for that one.
I do like the 12-inch cube. And if our viewers want to follow you or learn more about what you're doing, do you have a website and a Facebook page?
Yes, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and those are both Lori Miller Designs.
Okay.
And I have a webpage, www.lorimillerdesigns.com.
And Lori is Lori.
That's right. That's right.
So check it out because it's great. And I'm so excited to looking forward to what you're going to do for us in 2023.
Well, thank you.
Thanks
Glad
for
to be
meeting
here.
with us.
Oh, I love Lori and hearing about what she's doing, and I can't wait for her to get all of this year's fantastic bob dies gathered up and into a new block library. You want to be sure and check out her website. She's always got great ideas. Well, let's check in with Pam again and hear from some more AccuQuilt customers about their experiences with the Go fabric cutting system.
All right, so tell me your name.
Amy.
Amy, and where are you from?
Austin.
Austin. Okay, Amy has a great story because not only do you watch our shows, but your cat does.
My cat does. Yes, he does.
Yes, what's his name?
His name is Tigger.
Tigger. Of course it is. Of course it is. All right, so Amy, tell me about how long have you had our Go fabric cutter?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. And what converted you from using a rotary cutter and a ruler to having a Go system?
The perfection of it.
Yeah. So much easier, right? And all those pieces come together.
Very easy, and my seams are perfect, and it comes out better.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the question of festival. What die on our website is on your wish list? Which one do you wish you had?
The new one.
The new one, the North Carolina Star. Oh, all right, well, thanks so much for talking with us.
All right.
All right, tell me your name, dear.
My name is Priscilla.
And where are you from?
Houston.
Houston. She's a local gal.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're new to quilting and AccuQuilt, right?
July. I bought my Go Big for a birthday.
Congratulations, happy birthday.
Yeah.
And what happened so that you thought, you know what, I need to go big?
Well, I have trouble measuring with rulers. So
Yeah.
I rather use the Go Big, and I just buy the cubes or whatever.
And the dies,
Yes.
the strip dies. I love
Yes.
that. Now you're working on it. You have our new bowl cozy die.
Yes.
And what are you making with those?
Gifts.
Just gifts, getting
Yeah.
ready for the holidays?
Yes.
Okay, so since you're new to AccuQuilt, this is a great question. Of all the dies on our website, what's on your wish list?
Oh, the spool.
Oh, yes, that was really fun.
That's the one I want to get.
Okay. I love that die. All those geometric shapes.
Yeah, I want to
All
get
right,
the spool.
and is this your first time to festival?
Yes, first
I love
time.
it.
I'm excited. I came with this seems to be sewn. I kind of stay at most of the time.
There you go. There you go. Well, thanks so much for stopping by the booth. All right, dear, tell me your name.
Lynn Hafer.
Lynn, and where are you from?
Houston.
Houston. So is this your first time at festival?
No, I just live about a mile away from here.
Oh my gosh, you probably walked.
We did the bus.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, how long have you had your Go fabric cutter?
Probably about 3 years.
Okay, and what converted you from cutting with a rotary cutter and a ruler to going to the Go fabric cutter?
When I had to go to the doctor for my wrist and cutting a lot of squares, and I decided I think I deserve that.
Yes, I
Yes.
think you do as well. And what's your favorite die of all?
The square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much easier to cut squares because they're wonky otherwise.
Yes, and
Right.
I was going to put them on point, and I just wanted them to be as accurate as possible before I added the side triangles.
There you go. And you bought a new die today. What'd you buy?
The strip cutter, so
Excellent.
I can cut more squares.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, enjoy it, and thanks so much for taking time.
Thank you.
All right. All right, so I'm here with Karen. Karen, where are you from?
I'm from Eden, Utah.
Eden, Utah. Now, how long have you had our AccuQuilt system?
Probably 4 years.
4 years. And what converted you from cutting with a rotary cutter and a ruler to using our AccuQuilt system?
It's so much easier and faster and more accurate.
Right.
All the cuts are just perfect.
And do you like doing piecing or applique?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah,
All
everything.
of it? Okay, so
strip cutting
for
too.
days.
Yeah.
Right? Because we have 18 sizes of them.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us on our website, here's the question of the day, what is on your wish list for dies? Which one do you wish you had?
Which one do I wish I had? I don't know because I have so many already. I pretty much get one like every month. So
that you love?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite then?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I've got circles, strips.
Strips or...
Oh, right now I have made a ton of the burp cloths.
Yes.
Lots of those, and right now I'm doing tons of Christmas stockings.
Excellent. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Thanks
it's great.
For
Thank you so
with
much.
us. You bet. Bye-bye.
Oh, it was great to hear from all of those customers. You know, everybody's got their favorites. Cubes, you cannot go wrong with a cube because if you pick that as your favorite, you've actually got 8 dies, right? They're all going to work together to make hundreds, as Lori told us, different blocks. Now, as far as the Christmas stocking, I couldn't agree with her more. I've got new Christmas stockings to make on my list as well. Well, speaking of AccuQuilt and projects, go-getter Laura Strickland had a chance to talk with Pam as well. Laura's an art quilter with a fine arts background who started quilting almost 30 years ago. Her fiber art teacher inspired her to pursue her love of where needle and thread meet color and design. She designs quilt patterns and fabric that can be found on her website, Orange Blossom Quilt Design Studio. I believe this is where Pam said she did some shopping. She's also currently one of Mr. Domestic's master makers, is a member of the Modern Quilt Guild, the treasurer for the Mississippi Valley Quilt Guild, and the newsletter coordinator for the Geneseo Quilt Guild. Wow. They discussed the projects that Laura's been working on and her upcoming appearance on one of our shows. Take it away, Pam and Laura.
All right, we're at festival and we're here with Laura Strickland, one of my all-time favorite designers.
Oh, thank you.
No, truly. I always am so excited when you have a die and you're making a project because I just am a big fangirl about it. So,
oh, awesome.
Tell us what you're working on for AccuQuilt right now without telling any secrets.
Okay, well, I have 3 patterns coming out with some of the new dies. I'm not going to tell you what the die is, but one of them has snow globes on it where I cut clear vinyl. And I put glitter, well not glitter, sequins and stuff in the snow globe so you actually get snow in the globe.
I've seen this pattern, I love it, and they actually hid it from me.
They hid it
because when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, and they're like, you cannot talk about this yet. I was like, oh my gosh.
So that's the latest one.
That's the latest one.
And I did a baby one that has, I'll tell you, it's a cute little animal, but I won't tell you what it is.
Yes, cute little animal. All right, now you have an upcoming show. Yes. You're going to be on our show. Show us this.
I'm going to be on the show the week of November 20th. I think it's the 21st.
Yeah, I think it's Thanksgiving week.
Yep. This is a table topper that's a Dresden plate, and it's made using strips. So you can cut this with your strip die, and I'm going to show you how to make one for Christmas if you celebrate that, or Hanukkah if you celebrate that.
Love it.
With a few other little tricks. So get you a big collection of strip dies because you'll use them all the time.
Look at that. I love it. Okay, and speaking of dies, what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
My most well, I'm partial to the strips. I love the strips, but I love the circle die. So I use the circle die to do my trademark technique, which is called effervescent applique, which you can see on in the booth on the quilts that are here.
Yeah, love it. Now, if our viewers want to follow you, how do they find you?
Okay, you can find me on social media. At Facebook, I'm Orange Blossom Quilt Design Studio. You can follow me there. On Instagram, I'm at Orange Blossom Quilt, no S on the end. I have my own website, so that's orangeblossomquilt.com. And you can send me a message there if you want, or you can see me. I'm in a lot of magazines, and I got stuff all over AccuQuilt.
She is so famous. I love it. Hey, thanks
Thank you.
for taking time with us here at
Oh, it's been a pleasure. I've loved it. Good to see you too.
Oh my gosh, Laura's so fun. And if you're not familiar with her effervescent applique project, you want to go ahead and check that out on her website. Circle dies are a must-have, and here's a spoiler alert. If you like flamingos, you really want to check this out. Well, did you see that fantastic table topper? I can't wait until we have that show and we get to find out more about how to make that. And I bet 2 of our lucky viewers can make something pretty darn colorful and fun with these colorful fabric selections from our great friends at Island Batiks. Look at all of these great colors. They're so saturated. There's so many of these great teals that I love. Oh, wait, there's even purple. Okay, but I'm gonna give it up because I know Pam's gonna bring me some fabric back from market. So, quilters, let's give them away. The first winner of an Island Batik fabric selection is, drum roll please, it's Katerina B. from Broad Run, Virginia. Congratulations to Katerina. Now the winner of the second selection of fabric is Maestro. Kamara D. from Rexburg, Idaho. Congratulations to both of you. Oh, you're going to have fun with these. This is the Mermaid Cove collection from Island Batiks. Thank you for sponsoring today's show. We know our quilters are going to love using this yummy fabric to make their quilts. Well, Pam certainly did run into a lot of our experts. She had a chance to speak with Marianne Fontana. Now, she is a self-taught sewer, quilter, and textile artist. Marianne's an AccuQuilt designer as well and has her quilts, patterns, and other textile arts for sale on Etsy. Marianne produces free educational quilting videos for YouTube and volunteers her time for 2 great causes. The Giving Doll Project, a national organization that makes cloth dolls for those in need of comfort, and the Quilts of Valor Foundation, where she designs patterns and volunteers to free motion the quilts for her local group there in Delaware that they produce. So let's see what Marianne said she was working on now for AccuQuilt.
All right, quilters, look who showed up in our
Hi,
booth.
I'm here.
Marianne Fontana, she's one of our experts and she's amazing. Okay, tell us what you're doing in Festival.
I am here to help AccuQuilt and to just go around and shop and see all the new things.
All the fun things.
Yeah, but I came here first. This is my first love. Always come here first.
There you go. Okay, now without divulging any secrets, what are you working on for AccuQuilt right now?
Well, I'm finishing up a couple projects that will be for spring.
Oh, there we go.
And as soon as I get the rest of my fabric in, we're going to finish them up and get them in. But we've got bunches of new designs and new ideas and lots of cool things coming up for spring.
I love it.
But I can't tell you or they'll kill me.
No, right. Both of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have even asked
I
me.
know. All right, so
It's a secret.
it's a secret.
Yeah.
Tell me what's your one all-time favorite die, if you have to choose one.
The glorified 9-patch.
How come?
Because it was the first curve I ever sewed. I was allergic to curves. I refused to do a pattern. I refused to look at a curve. I would not take it. When we started working with you, you sent me one and I went, what am I going to do this? You have to make one.
Yes.
And I never looked back. It was the easiest die, the easiest to ever sew together. Love curves now. Got them all. Everyone. Well, you did the thing on the new. Why am I losing the name?
Yes.
The poinsettia that we did.
Yes, that was great.
Which one was it?
Alabama Beauty.
Thank you.
Yes.
Love it.
And that was
curved.
It was beautiful, and I loved your variation of it. I thought that was really brilliant to take
couple glasses of wine, and you just start playing. You never know what comes up.
Never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I went, well, hello, and you know what? It was a mistake. I went to click one color, and another one. I went, well, hello.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. You just play.
I love it. I love it.
That's what I love
Thanks so
about
much
the die.
for seeing with us.
Thank you for being who you are. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, I love that Marianne's favorite die is one of my favorite dies, the glorified 9-patch. You know, our curved dies make it so easy to sew those curves, just like Marianne said. It's all in the notches. Those dies, I cut out the notches for you. It'll line up perfectly. Well, along with Lori Miller, Pam met another one of our experts, Barbara Harper. Now, Barbara's a quilter, a seamstress, and a teacher who's made hundreds of quilts and has owned her AccuQuilt Go for 10 years. She credits much of her award-winning quilt success to the accurate cuts her system provides. Barbara began sewing as a child with her grandmother and enjoys creating quilts for all the special people in her life. Now, Pam asked Barbara more about her quilting journey and her most recent projects using Go dies. Let's take a look.
All right, so I'm here at Festival with Barbara Harper. She doesn't need any introduction. Barbara is one of our educators. She's one of our experts. I love your ideas when you're thinking of with new dyes and how it all works. So tell us a little bit about your quilting experience. Like, when did you start? What got you into quilting?
Well, I started quilting at a very young age with my grandmother. She passed away when I was like 12. Nobody else in the family sewed, had a sewing machine, but more on the clothing side, you know, skirts, dresses. I just enjoyed it. I loved it. So I just continued and making quilts. I had 2 daughters. They required a lot of dresses, skirts, and things. And so my AccuQuilt, I used it. I come from the tech sector,
right?
Computer background. And so I had saw an advertisement back in 2008. I was on a plane, a tech magazine.
Here's
and
this
so
cutter.
like, this is my, you know, my fun,
right?
You know, my hobby, and so that would make it take the frustration out.
Sure.
And without having a little time, because I had little kids, you know, I could just slide it under the bed, pull it out, cut what I needed, and they were perfect.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a perfectionist, you know.
When it comes to those shapes. Okay, so now, how many quilts do you think you make in a year?
Oh, probably over 25, 30. Sometimes I've done as many as 100 quick little quilts.
How fun is that? And do you have a specific, do you like to piece? Do you like to do applique?
I'm more piecing.
Okay.
Applique. I do some applique, but it's more piecing.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times whatever's fast, easy, and I can get it done for somebody.
Listen, we're here at Festival. You don't get this at home. All right, so talk to us real quick about the North Carolina Star, because you brought your quilt.
Yes. I love this. One of the things, you know, when Bob's first came out, I thought, I'm going to make that quilt once. I don't need it. But then I figured out it's the shapes and what all I could do with the shapes. So it's always a challenge for me to express that so others know it. That just because you get the North Carolina Star, you don't have to just make North Carolina blocks.
Right.
And this one's got 16 different shapes. And if you look at it, it's got half squares, quarter squares. It's got, you know, a 60-degree angle, which gives you the 30-degree angle, a 15-degree angle. So
look at her doing math on the fly.
It gives you the ability to do a lot of stuff because of so many shapes. And I think on the launch I said that I had came up with at least 28 different ones. You could just make them black and white.
It's amazing.
So it shows the versatility. And the pieces are cut for you. You know, the dog ears. All
that
of
quarter-inch seam allowance.
Yeah. That's the tedious part, is cutting, and if I can get it done.
And this is one of her blocks that she made for our launch of the North Carolina Star.
Yeah.
And it actually ends up to be 24 inches.
Yes.
Because you add the hunter star to the side,
I
right?
added the hunter star with the setting triangle in here, just to make it a big star, and that's the North Carolina Star there. And if you look, they're all different.
Yeah.
They all make different ones.
Just fabulous.
So it's the flexibility of having the different shapes.
Sure.
And being able to turn them around different ways.
All right, so here's the big question. What's your favorite dye?
The next one. You know, every time a new dye comes out, I find things that I really love about it. North Carolina, all the different shapes, the angles, and things like that. You know, Hunter Star was the first one I got. So, and it's so easy to incorporate with other things. Arkansas Traveler.
Yes.
I love them all for different reasons.
Sure.
When I get a die, the first thing I do is print off that block assembly, and then I'll write the angles and the measurements, the internal, external angles, everything about it, put my test block in there, and so I have a great big old book about this big.
I love it.
And so I can go back to them, so there's not one particular die because they all work together.
They all do. They all do. All right, well, thanks so much. Hey, if you're here at Festival, we are in the Be So In booth.
Yes.
And what is our number here?
542, Be So In.
542. If you're here, stop by and say hi to Barbara.
Oh, I love hearing from Barbara. She does such an amazing job of working with all of the pieces and all of the options with our bob dies. And she has that mathematical brain that is not necessarily my forte or Pam's, but she comes up with such fantastic designs. If you miss seeing what she did with our die to try for November, the Go North Carolina Star, It's worth watching. She does amazing things. She does come up with 28 different blocks just in black and white with that one die. Be sure to pick one up. Well, I think it's time that we should give away our final prize of the day. The second and last lucky winner of $100 in AccuQuilt reward points is, drum roll please, Maestro. It's Lynn C. from Thornhill, Scotland. Congratulations. I don't think we've ever had a winner from Scotland. This is very exciting. All right, quilters, it is time for us to get ready for our next show. Now, I hope that you enjoyed hearing from all the quilters at the International Quilt Festival in Houston like I did. So if you haven't seen them already, we've got plenty of fantastic deals going on right now. You just heard from plenty of AccuQuilters about their favorite products, so don't wait to get the dies on your wish list. You want to check out AccuQuilt.com/party to find more. So whether you've been just thinking about starting with the Go, you've heard from our customers how fantastic it is, there's never been a better time to get started, you want to check out that webpage. Maybe you've had your Go for a while and you're kind of wondering what to do with it. Be sure to check out the cubes and the strip dies. All of these great opportunities that are available for you, all of the inspiration, all of the quilting opportunities that these products will open up for you. So check it out, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching our show. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see where we go next.
That's right. You can visit the events page on AccuQuilt's website for more details on upcoming shows. And while you're there, check out the blog for tips, tricks, tutorials, and inspiration galore.
And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time
so you can quilt more. Be sure to join Pam and I every Tuesday at 12 noon Central Time for exciting launch parties and trunk shows. These events are filled with more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Next time, we'll be relaunching one of our former Die to Try series dies. You can follow along every Wednesday at 12 noon Central Time for AQ Live. We always have lots of fun, and registering means that you're entered to win a door prize. Next time, Pam will be making one of the new patterns from that former Die to Try die that I just mentioned.